Justine Musk, born Justine Wilson, married future billionaire Elon Musk in January 2000, after knowing each other for almost a decade. In 2002, the same year Elon's company PayPal was acquired by eBay, the couple welcomed their first son together. Sadly, the infant passed away when he was 10 weeks old from sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. Justine and Elon welcomed 5 more children together over the years before separating in 2008. Elon has since gone on to marry British actress Tallulah Riley twice, date actress Amber Heard, and welcome 2 children with singer Grimes. Related. Grimes says Elon Musk sees son XAEA12 as a protege. He's bringing him to everything. Though Justine and Elon are no longer together, they still maintain shared custody of their sons. Today, the Canadian-born fantasy author leads a private life with her children despite her very public ex, who she first met while they were both attending college in Canada. Who is Elon's first wife? Here's everything to know about Justine Musk and her relationship with the Tesla and SpaceX CEO. She met Elon in college. Justine met her future husband Elon while the two were students attending Queen's University in Ontario, Canada. In a 2010 essay published in Marie Claire, Justine recalled meeting Elon for the first time during her first year of college. A fellow student a year ahead of me, he was a clean-cut upper-class boy with a South African accent who appeared in front of me one afternoon as I was leaping up the steps to my dorm. He said we'd met at a party I knew I hadn't been to. Years later, he would confess that he had noticed me from across the common room and decided he wanted to meet me. She turned Elon down when he asked her out. Elon transferred after 2 years to the University of Pennsylvania and graduated in 1995, but they weren't exactly in a long-distance relationship. In fact, Justine turned him down initially as he pursued her. He invited me out for ice cream. I said yes, but then blew him off with a note on my dorm room door, she wrote in her post-separation Marie Claire essay. Several hours later, my head bent over my Spanish text in an overheated room in the student center. I heard a polite cough behind me. Elon was smiling awkwardly, 2 chocolate chip ice cream cones dripping down his hands. He's not a man who takes no for an answer. Elon continued to send Justine roses even after he transferred, and during one of his visits back to Canada, she finally agreed to have dinner with him. By graduation, however, the pair had gone their separate ways. Justine obtained a degree in English literature and later moved to Japan to teach English as a second language, ESL. After a year, she returned to Canada where she began bartending and working on her novel. Related. Everything to know about Elon Musk's family. He's a dad of 8, as she recalled in Marie Claire. Justine told her sister that if Elon reached back out to her, she would reconsider their relationship. The tech entrepreneur called her up 1 week later. The couple reconnected and Justine moved to California to be with Elon. She is a modern fantasy author. Justine's first novel Blood Angel was published in 2005 by Penguin Books, and she released her second book Uninvited in 2007. The sequel to Blood Angel, Lord of Bones, was released in 2008. She is also the author of several short stories. Her story Small Town Canadian Girl was published in The House That Made Me. Writers reflect on the places and people that defined them. In 2016, her first son passed away at a young age 2 years after getting married. Justine and Elon welcomed their first child together, Nevada Alexander, in 2002. Shortly after his birth, he passed away from sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. Nevada went down for an nap, placed on his back as always, and stopped breathing, she wrote in her Marie Claire essay. By the time the paramedics resuscitated him, he had been deprived of oxygen for so long that he was brain dead. He spent 3 days on life support in a hospital in Orange County before we made the decision to take him off it. I held him in my arms when he died, she continued. She shares 5 boys with Elon in April 2004. The couple welcomed twins Xavier and Griffin. In her Marie Claire essay, Justine explained her desire to cope with the loss of her son by trying to get pregnant again soon after. I buried my feelings coping with Nevada's death by making my first visit to an IVF clinic less than 2 months later. Elon and I plan to get pregnant again as swiftly as possible. Within the next 5 years, I gave birth